Videos so far on how to add a different weld size onto a piece in your estimate. And the first video, we took this Y code for plate, which typically has a 1/4 inch weld on it. And what we ended up doing was creating a new Y code with a 3/8 weld so that we could add that on there if we needed to. Of course, I'll probably have a thicker plate, but anyhow, so we added a 1/4 inch plate with a Y code to add 3/8 weld. My last video, I took the Y code and called it a Y no weld. So we just took the weld completely out of the Y, but it had in there all the labor for layout and fit up. And then what we ended up doing was manually adding in the welds that we wanted with the proper thickness. So that way you could choose that Y no weld and then just apply whatever thickness weld that you wanted. So the last option I want to give you is to actually just take this Y code, the one that comes out of the box with a 1/4 inch weld on it, and let's say if I wanted to go up to 3/8 weld on it, then what you can do is just add additional weld to make up the difference. Now, if you get up into a 3/8 weld, you're probably talking about multiple passes. Some people are like, well, that 1/4 inch, I'm just going to call it a day, and that's okay. Others are like, no, I very much want to account for those multiple passes. So what you can do is hit edit here in the additional labor and go ahead and add in the additional welds. And what I'm going to do is just go add 2 welds here. Now, this is where you'd have to decide how you want to do it. Some are like, well, I'll just do a 1/8 weld in order to bump it up to a 3/8, and hopefully the time will make up for it. Others are like, well, I'll just do another 1/4 inch weld. It just really depends on your weld rates how you would do this. But if you actually have like 3 passes, you may even want to do like 4 welds in order to do this. But it really depends on your weld rates and how you want to do it. But this is just adding additional welds in order to compensate for the delta between the 1/4 inch weld that is built into the Y code and the 3/8 weld that you want to end up with. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, this is 8 inches long, so I'm just going to add 2 9-inch welds to get it all the way around and go add. And so now what you'll find when I save this and go take a look at it, you'll see I got the 1/4 inch welds there, then I have additional welding in order to make up for that. So it actually gives me 0.22 hours there for the 1/4 inch, and then with the additional welding, it added another 0.19. Like I say, you'll just have to look at your weld rates to see what size welds you would want to put on there in order to compensate for that delta there. So just another option there to add additional weld sizes rather than just using the 1/4 inch that is probably in your labor codes. Just let me know if you got any questions in the comments below, and I'd be happy to answer them.